Quick, so what does thug life mean to you? Because Tupac, it meant the hell you gave.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Well, good for him. I didn't even think about it as being an anachronism. I wanted, I want the boys in the city. See you later, thank you.
All right, no problem.
I just wanted the boys in the city to know that somebody cared.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as an old lady, I mean, Tupac was younger than my son. He's 2 years younger than Thomas, so he'd be 44 if he were alive. Thomas is 46.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't have a theory of, oh gosh, I don't want the people who rob you to think about that. You know, I'm not trying to support, you know, but I didn't want to think like that. I just wanted to say, the boys are all right. That's all, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah, and maybe I should have thought about it. But I did. So I think it's, I was reading an article, finish your sentence, Nikki. I was reading an article recently that intrigues me because it's something I've thought about. How do we decide what a crime is? And this thing in West Virginia is, I think, so important because those people need to be charged with murder. We have people dying because the coal company put poison in the stone to get oil out. If some white boy or some black boy pulls a gun and robs somebody, he'll get picked up and charged. He will be on trial, he'll have to have a lawyer. Most likely he will be found guilty and sent to prison for a while, whatever we want to, you know, however long that is. He committed a crime. But the coal people that are killing people all the way now to Indiana, that's not a crime? How do we decide what's a crime? And we have decided, and I pick it up, you know, I look in the paper every day. I read a paper called the Roanoke Times. It's not a good paper, you know, it's just the Roanoke Times. And they'll have a section with notes, you know, and it'll always be who got shot and who got robbed and who got hurt. And I'm thinking, maybe that's an inconvenience. I've been robbed, you know, it's not the worst damn thing that happened to you. You get robbed, somebody, you know, I'm robbed, give me your purse, you give them the purse. And hopefully you walk away, you know, you hope to survive. But we get very excited about that. And then the real crimes that are happening, the environmental situations, the fact that we have school systems that are not being fair with the poor school. There are things that I would consider criminal. The fact that the landlord is not properly heating the buildings that people are renting. And they're down picketing City Hall trying to get that to happen. But somehow, no, that's not a crime. That's, well, we need to talk to the landlord. No, we don't need to talk to him. We need to arrest his ass.
Right.
That's a crime.
Yeah.
Am I making? And so
sense.
I was interested in that article. It's something I'm going to continue to become, at least for myself, a little more articulate on. Because I'm not satisfied. When you look at prison, and it's disproportionate, as you well know, black men and Latinos. It's just disproportionate.
It's a business for a lot of
It is a business. I have a friend,
soul.
and I should say it like that, but he's been writing. He wrote me, his name is Daryl Bailey. Daryl wrote me, I don't know, 26 years ago when I first came to Tech. And he didn't write Nikki, he wrote everybody. He was trying to, he's from Chicago. And he was trying to get a playground for his granddaughter. And it just so happened that what he wanted was within my power to do. I ran into Jesse Jackson. I've known Jesse forever. And I said, Jesse, you know, can little Jesse help? Because what happened to him was a crime. And they got rid of Jesse Jackson Jr. because they don't want Barack to have to deal with it. And that's despicable. History's going to show what I'm just saying is that they got rid of Jesse Jr. And that was just bullshit. But Jesse had, you know, in his district. And so I asked Big Jesse, well, I called him Little Jesse, which I shouldn't do because he's a grown man. But I said, can Little Jesse help out? You know, we're trying to get a playground. Well, there's not a politician on earth that doesn't love a playground because there's no downside to it. You take a vacant lot, you clean it up, you know. So he did. So Daryl thinks I work miracles. And even now, Daryl has people writing me, oh, you got to write Nikki if you need. Daryl, I can't do anything. But now, most of Daryl doesn't know his granddaughter. It was for his granddaughter, but he doesn't know. He's been in prison. And I didn't look him up because whatever he did had nothing to do with who was writing me. So I haven't looked him up. I'm not going to, in fact, because I don't want to know because it'll make me unhappy. But now Daryl is in a position, and it's, as I say, it's been 26 years that we have been writing, so he's like a brother. But he doesn't have anybody to really respond to him. And he's moved to that super prison in Colorado, which whenever we want to build a super prison, we find money, don't we? So he's in Florence, Colorado, but he doesn't have any money. And you can't, the prison doesn't give you stamps, and once a year they let you buy food, you can have special food stuff. But the prison doesn't do that. You have to have somebody outside. And I send Daryl like $100, like every 6 months or something like that. But it goes to Iowa, and they take a percentage, right? It goes to some post office box in Iowa, and they take a percentage of it. And then they put the rest of it in an account in his name. So while it's in there, they are making the money off it, because you know enough to know anytime you deposit it. So if you look at the prison, they're making money off of it, right? And he's getting a 47-cent stamp or something so that he can write me. When the food thing comes up, he sends it to me because they pass it to the prisoners. And as I said, right now, I'm just about his closest relative, actually. And so he sends it to me to say, do you, and he's always very polite about it. He's very nice, the food thing has come up, and it'd really be nice if I, so I buy him broccoli, whatever, because it's not like a lot of money. It's not one of those kind of things. But then I'm thinking, why in prison are you writing me or people, or, to say I need good food to eat? And what are we doing? What are we actually doing? And so nobody's looking at it, because after all, they are criminals, but we've made them. Am I making sense?
Right.
And it really, really disturbed me, because that prison is definitely an industry. And it does a couple of things. It takes people off the street so there's no pressure for jobs. And it creates jobs for the people that run them. Not just the guards, because the guards it's two people in prison, the guards and the people, the prisoners. But it's the people that run the prison who are really making the money. And that's despicable. There's a story there, But again, I bet you, if any reporter said, I'm going to go and look at how the money that's sent to the prisoners to help them, I can send Daryl books, but he can't keep them. So I sent him my book, or we've been reading the #1 Ladies Detective Agency, which is really nice. We really like that. He likes Mr. J.L.B. Montecone. I don't know if you all are reading his series. It's great. But he can't keep them. So he can read the books. You can keep them for a while, but then they have to go into the prison library. So what it is that people like me,
they're not buying books.
Yeah, they're not buying books.
They're
forced. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? But I'll bet you there's a library budget that somehow never quite gets access.
Spent on the library. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
She's gonna make me mad.
I'm
gonna get mad.
Yeah, it makes you mad. But I bet you there's no way to sell that story. At one point, a Phil Donahue or somebody like that might have done a story. I don't know if you all remember Phil Donahue, those kind of people. But it's no way that's just not gonna be a story. And when they do prisoners, they always do prisoners. And you look at these people, they'll do these white guys with tattoos running down their face that are scary as all shit. And everybody said, well, no wonder he's in prison. They're not dealing with what's really going on and how we're doing it. So it's a lot of stuff out here. America needs, we need a new vision of ourselves. We really do. And if I had my way, I'd close them all down. And the first thing I'd do is hire the people that used to be in them to tear them down, because I just wouldn't move them out.
Right.
I would tear them down. I want to see, of course, Alcatraz be a restaurant. We need to renovate Alcatraz, because it's such a lovely island. And don't you?
Such a
Yeah, I mean, it's nice.
Oh, it'd be lovely. Just take the tugboat and go out there on a good day and have a great meal, watch the sunset, a little champagne. It'd be wonderful, yeah. But things like the thing in Florence, Colorado, it just needs to, Colorado's crazy because it starts with the kids shooting the kids, and then we just recently had another, and we can't get, and the President of the United States can't say we have to have gun control. He's negotiating that. Are you kidding? Barack, are you kidding? You just need to stand up and say that. I mean, it doesn't matter that nobody's going to do anything. It needs to be said.
Yeah.
You need to start educating the people. I teach at the school that a man shot 32 students. You know damn well we need gun control. And Cho wasn't looking for me because I'm never on campus on Mondays. People ask that, I taught him. I kicked him out of my class because he's crazy as a goddamn loon.
I read about that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, no, he had to go. One of us, and I said that to my department head. It didn't matter to me which one. because I'm easy, you know, you can see I'm easy to get along with. I said to my department head, he's got to go. And she said, well, I don't know that we're allowed to do that. And I said, let me put it to you another way. On Thursday, because I teach Tuesday, Thursday, on Thursday, either Mr. Cho is out of my class or within the hour, my resignation will be on your desk. Doesn't matter to me, Lucinda. Her name is Lucinda Roy. I said, doesn't matter to me, Lucinda, whichever one. I earned a living before I came. I'm going to earn a living when I'm gone. But I'm not going to go into the classroom with that young man ever again. Do I make myself
Did he
clear?
disruptions like during class?
No, he didn't. He was never disruptive, because disruption you can handle. He was an evil presence. And I don't know if you've ever
Felt
evil.
Yeah.
It was just there. And I thought, I don't like his hat, you know, do that. And he would mumble. And just, first of all, I look at everybody's face. And I have Arab friends, not close, but I have Arab friends. And you know how they want the women to do that? And I'm against it. And so it's an argument. But if it comes to vote, I'm against it. If your woman's face can't be seen, you know, there's something wrong with you. But this is America. If you want to close her off like that, what's that, the burqa? If you want to do that, then you have to keep that at home. Because I'm a Southerner, and the only time that we've had faces covered was the Ku Klux Klan. I don't want to look at anybody and not be able to tell what it is, and be able to look at their eyes and try to figure out what their intent is. And that's just my background. But I'm an American. My people have earned the right for me to look at your fucking face. And I'm sorry, if you can't handle that, then keep her at home. Whatever you have to do.
Keep her at home.
Yeah, but France is right. Because you don't know. You go into, you see somebody's short, you're short. If you're closed up, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you got strapped to your body. It makes me nervous. I should be able to look at him. This is America. You know where you came. So if you can't handle that, because one, I'll see that you're a man. As opposed to a little girl, though I'm not, women blow themselves. That's why they're worried about the black widows right now. Yeah, women will do that. But I want to look at you. I just do. I'm a Baptist, so we crazy. But I want to look at you. And we just can't have that. I don't want somebody looking at my woman. Are you kidding? It's just sex. Get over it. I mean, it is. You get sick of that. Well, somebody will look at her, and maybe she'll want to. You know, that's as crazy as infabulation and clitorectomy, because you're scared your woman is going to enjoy sex and go get, you know, grow up. No, it's just sex, you know. And America is leading in that. And I'm a big fan of gay marriage. Because what do I care? What does anybody care? Somebody screwing somebody, it's all just sex. It's all got the same equipment. It's only two different kinds of equipment. That's the end of it. And somehow or another it goes together. So, you know, you get sick of having to deal with people's craziness, you know.
Yeah.
Life is a good idea, and it's interesting, and it's fun, and people should be able to enjoy it. And that's what America does stand for, when we're at our best. And so I know I have to let you all go.